we're doing another tomato recipe today. We have even more tomatoes to deal with, so I'm going to make some salsa. I'm using the recipe out of the home canning guide, the USDA Complete Guide to Home Canning. So anytime I do a canning recipe that I haven't done before, I like to go by the tested recipe in this book. And as I get more comfortable, I will kind of alter the taste, but also following the guidelines of making sure it's canned safely. One of the steps I take to ensure it's safe is I have a pH tester. I've found that my tomatoes are more acidic than the ones that they probably used in these recipes. I don't have to add the vinegar. If I did add the vinegar, the acidity would be much higher than is called for in here. So it's really nice to have that tester because I don't want salsa or tomato sauce that's like super acidic. So I'm going to start with the first ingredient, which is the tomatoes, and I'm just going to be rinsing those off. I'm just going to dice them. I'm going to be using mostly our slicer tomatoes for this salsa, but I also have some smaller salad-sized tomatoes. So I'll just be coring them and then dicing them. This recipe calls for some, it says long green chilies. I'm assuming that's poblanos. That's what I would choose. It's probably leaving it up to interpretation, so you can choose which pepper you want as far as spiciness. It also calls for some jalapenos, which we have grown. Some onion, which came from our garden as well. It calls for some garlic. Hopefully this fall we'll be planting some garlic, so that'll be exciting. It wants 5% vinegar. Like I said, we probably won't have to add that. I'll be testing the pH after everything's mixed together. It wants cumin, but it says it's optional. I'm going to leave that out. I don't really like cumin in my salsa. Finally, it's oregano leaves, cilantro, which I have a fresh bundle of cilantro, and just some salt. I'll get started on those tomatoes and bring you back when I have something to show you.
Ready?
The poblano peppers have to be either roasted or flame charred. I'm going to do that process on the barbecue, so I've just rinsed them and we're just going to be putting them directly on the barbecue. You want the skin to bubble and char, kind of blacken a little bit, and then you need to wrap them in either a cloth or some foil. The heat inside of the pepper is going to force it to steam, and the skin will slip off easier. So this is what you're looking for. You basically just want the skin to be able to peel away very easily. Up. I'm going to use this big pot to mix all the ingredients because I don't have a bowl large enough. I'm doing a triple recipe, so I've tripled all the ingredients. So here's the diced tomatoes, the poblanos that we charred on the barbecue, the onions, the jalapenos. Well, the sun went down on me, but so the next ingredient is the garlic, the salt. The recipe calls for cumin and oregano. However, I prefer more of an authentic flavor for my salsa. So in place of those seasonings, I'm going to be adding 2 7-ounce cans of chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. Oh, I just realized that I should probably chop those. Okay, try to fish them out. I'm gonna dice these and put them back in. Oops. Well, at least the sauce is all in there. Okay, now I've diced it, so I will do that to the other can and add that as well. I tested the pH in the salsa and it is at 4.3. A safe canning level is 4.6 or less, so we're technically safe, but I'm going to add some lime juice just to make sure that it's in a safe zone. Alright, let's try this salsa. Oh. Yeah, that was really good. I can taste the garlic and the smokiness of those poblanos really enhances the flavor. That's some good stuff. That'll be great to have all of that this winter and probably into next spring. Our potatoes are ready to harvest, so we are going to pull up the leaves and stalks and see what we got. Okay, guys. You gotta get off the solar panels. You're not chickens, you're ducks. You're not even supposed to want to roost. Why are you up on the solar panel? You're pooping. You're pooping on the panels. Come on. Hey. You guys are pooping on my solar panels. Come on. Come on. Excuse me. Can you get off the solar panels, please? Can you please get off of my solar panels? There's a giant pile of poop over here. We're not getting enough electricity if you're going to be pooping and standing on the panels. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Okay, next. Next. Go on. Go on. Go on. There you go. All right, your turn. There you go. What are you guys doing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh my goodness. You jumped out real quick, didn't you? Holy cow.
That wasn't a very patient lady, Miss Sandy girl. No, it wasn't.
Hey, CD. How you doing? Did you have a good time going to the store with Ben?
Yeah. We had a great time.
You guys got some ingredients?
Sure did.
Sweet.
Big bag of veggies right on the seat for you.